Hey, what's going on guys, my name is AnyGamerTag and I'm back for another Fortnite video. In today's video I'll be discussing how you can in fact tier up as fast as possible within Season 7 or in Fortnite Battle Royale. So before we hop into the video, if you guys would like to be entered in a 1500 V-Buck giveaway, all you have to do is leave a like down below and comment stating what like you were. And for every 1500 likes this video receives, I will pick someone from the comment section and then give away 1500 V-Bucks, which I will be announcing in future videos. Also, if you would like, feel free to subscribe down below to be notified whenever I come out with more Fortnite content like this in the future. Anyways, that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into the video. Now with the brand new release of Season 7, I'm sure a lot of you guys want to know how you can in fact tier up extremely fast. Now obviously most people do end up reaching, tier 80, tier 90 by the end of the season, but in this video I want to discuss and go in depth on how you can actually reach tier 100 and do it way faster and more efficiently than the typical player. So I'm going to go into strong detail on basically the tier system and explaining the best way to actually tier up fast. Now do take note, obviously in the title I mentioned that you can in fact reach tier 100 in one day, and a lot of people tend to disagree with that, but the fact of the matter is that you can in fact reach tier 100 in one single day, especially as time progresses. But so later in the season, going from tier 0 to tier 100 in one day is going to be a lot easier and way more possible than it is as of now. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into the ways to do this. Now there are three main ways to tier up in Fortnite Battle Royale. The easiest way, and the one that takes literally no effort, which I don't recommend doing, is purchasing the tiers yourself with actual real life currency. Now the reason I don't recommend this is because instead of spending $100 just to get the max tier, you literally don't have to spend any money whatsoever to get tier 100 if you grind and put the effort into it that it's going to require. So realistically it's just a waste of $100. Now obviously this way doesn't take effort, so if you do have money to spare and you want to buy tier 100, by all means be my guest and do so. However, if you guys are not willing to spend $100 for tiers that you can unlock by spending $0, then you're going to want to use the other methods that I share within this video. So let's go ahead and get right into those methods. Now since Season 3, every season has contained 100 tiers. Every tier is 10 battle stars. So by doing the math, to get to tier 100, you're going to need to actually obtain 1000 battle stars. So basically every part of this video is actually going to correlate with battle stars in general. So shift your mindset towards a different direction. Don't continuously think of it as how to get from tier 1 to tier 2, more or less just think of it how to get 10 battle stars. It's just going to give you a better understanding and be just a lot more easier to understand. Now let's get into how to get these battle stars. So there's three different ways to get battle stars. The most common and the easiest way, which I recommend, is doing the challenges. Now to see your challenges, you simply want to go to the Fortnite lobby, go over to the challenges tab, and you'll see that there's week 1 through week 10 of challenges to be completed. Obviously as of right now I only have the first week of challenges unlocked because it's only the first week of Season 7. But obviously as time progresses, more weeks will be unlocked. So at the very end of Season 7, 10 weeks of challenges will be unlocked. And if you guys are looking at the challenges tab, you'll see that every week actually gives you 50 battle stars if you do in fact complete all of the challenges. So each challenge is either going to give you 5 battle stars or 10 battle stars, and this depends on the quote-unquote difficulty of the challenge itself. Now no challenge in any of these weeks is going to be too hard to complete, and I can guarantee that. For instance, a quote-unquote hard challenge is to search 5 ammo boxes in a single match. That is extremely easy and literally can be completed in like 2 minutes depending upon where you land. And then an easy challenge, for example, is dance on top of an RV. So obviously none of these are going to be too hard to complete whatsoever, and completing a full week of challenges should not be difficult by any means. So go ahead and look through your challenges and see which ones you would like to complete first. I'd recommend completing literally every single challenge, as this will make it a ton easier getting to a higher tier. Now the best way to do this is look at a challenge or 2 challenges that you want to complete, go into a game and literally focus on completing them, and then just eliminate yourself, and then just rinse and repeat those steps. And given a rough estimate, I think that you could probably complete a full week of challenges in a matter of 10 or 15 minutes, to be completely honest. So it should not take any time or effort whatsoever, and this is going to be the easiest way to get battle stars. Now the unfortunate part about the challenges is they are going to be limited. Again, as I mentioned, there's only 1 week of challenges unlocked as of right now. Obviously in the second week there's going to be 2 weeks of challenges, so on and so forth. So that is the only problem about the challenges, is that they are time limited. However, complete every single challenge that you do have unlocked as of right now, and that'll make it a lot easier, and you will definitely see a jump in tiers. So that is the first and probably one of the most important methods in tiering up, is doing the challenges. Now the second one is going to give you a free tier no matter what, and this is not something you can continuously do over and over again. Essentially what this is after you complete a full week of challenges, there'll actually be like a battle star icon located somewhere within the map, and if you find it and collect it, you get a free tier. So if you are interested in where these battle stars are, I'll probably have future videos on my channel showing you guys how to get that. Again, this one's kind of efficient, very easy to do, but only gives you one free tier at a time. So looking at it mathematically, 10 weeks in time, if you complete every single challenge for every single week, you can literally get 10 free tiers simply by finding them on the map and collecting them. So that is the second way. Now we're going to hop into the most important and the most overlooked way on how to tier up. Now, as most of you guys know, there are two ranking systems in Fortnite Battle Royale itself. There is the tier system and the level system. Now, the tier system actually pertains to, of course, the battle pass and, the skins that you unlock throughout the battle pass. So, of course, you're going to have tier 1 through tier 100. And then on the other side of the spectrum, we have the leveling system. Now, leveling system really doesn't unlock anything for you. It doesn't unlock anything in the battle pass. However, per every single level, you do actually get a couple battle stars. And to be more detailed and more specific, every single level that you rank up, you'll get one battle star. But every single level that you get that ends in a 5, so for instance that's 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, and so on and so forth, is going to give you 5 battle stars. And then every level that you reach that ends in a 0, so that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, so on and so forth, is going to give you 10 battle stars. So for every 10 levels that you rank up, you will receive 31 battle stars, which is 3 tiers. Now leveling up at the very beginning of the season is going to be very easy, as it only requires, around 100 to 200 XP per level, which can easily be obtained in a matter of a couple minutes within a game. Now doing the math in my head, if you complete every challenge of every single week for the 10 weeks, that's 50 tiers. Then you can also get a free 10 tiers from the battle stars that I mentioned around the map. So you're going to be at tier 60 simply by doing that. Now it's going to require is for you to be around level 14 or 15, and you will actually be at tier 100. You will have then unlocked 1,000 battle stars. And reaching tier 15 can literally be done in a matter of 2.5 hours or so, but obviously as of right now we don't have all of the challenges unlocked, so being a higher level is going to benefit us. So let's go ahead and jump right into the leveling up system. Now leveling pertains to XP, that's essentially what it is. So obviously the best way to get through levels faster is by getting more XP. Now, not a lot of people know about the XP system. It's not really something a lot of people know, in detail. So I'm just going to break it down and explain the most efficient ways to get a lot of XP within a game. Now, the most critical factors into getting XP is going to be placement within a game, eliminations, and damage to opponents. So with that being said, you cannot really play very passively in camp and win a game with 1 or 2 kills. That's not going to benefit you whatsoever when it comes to leveling up. You are going to want to play semi-aggressive. Now to tell you to play extremely aggressive would just be kind of an overstatement. So honestly, I think a really good game to get you a lot of XP would, place in either top 3 or coming obviously in first place. Also with racking up around 8 to 10 eliminations, that'll be a really good game. Now that is very achievable, and I understand if you're a new player or a noob in a sense, that might seem a little difficult. However, if you guys start to play aggressive, you will see a huge change in the amount of eliminations you get, as well as the placement that you come in. So if you already play really sort of campish in a way, and you play really passive and don't try to get a lot of eliminations, then you obviously are not going to get a lot of XP, and it's going to be really hard for you to adapt to more of a semi-aggressive playstyle. But it is going to be something that you have to do in order to get a lot of XP. So don't land at Tomato Temple or Junk Junction. You want to land at popular spots. So Tilted Towers, Salty Springs, Rio Toro, and named locations like that, where you are going to probably leave with around 4 to 5 eliminations, depending on how aggressive you play. And obviously with time and experience, you are going to get a lot better when it comes to building, when it comes to obviously accuracy and things like that. So over time, you will see an increase in eliminations and better placement the more you play and the more aggressive you play. And again, why this all matters is because this all plays into XP, which plays into leveling up, which in correlation plays into tiering up. So it has sort of like a funnel effect. So for solos, what I'd recommend again is landing in a named location, dropping maybe 6 to 10 eliminations would be really good, and trying your best to get a top 3 placement. This will give you a lot of XP and definitely help you level up. Now if you play in duos, what I'd recommend is doing the same thing. Find someone that plays pretty aggressively, because their eliminations actually will help you get XP as well, believe it or not, because it'll give you an assist, and also it just plays into the XP at the end of the game. So find someone that's pretty good at the game, semi-aggressive, and try your best to get high eliminations as well as get a very good placement within the game itself. So getting 4 to 5 eliminations each and placing top 10 will be pretty good for you and give you a decent amount of XP. Now for squads, there's actually another factor that plays into it, which also I recommend you do for duos as well. You want to find someone that's a pretty high tier already, because believe it or not, this will actually give you an XP boost. So if you play with someone that's like tier 70 or tier 80, you're actually going to get a 250% XP boost for that game. So if you're in a full squad with 3 people that have, 250% XP boost, that's going to give you a 750% XP boost for that game. So if you play with a full squad of people that have, 250% XP boost in one game of squads, you can get the same amount of XP as it would take for you to play 7.5 solo games. So the best way to do this, I'd recommend, is you comment down below looking for people to play with. So comment down below your PSN, your gamertag, or your Epic Games name, as well as the console you play on, and also what tier you are. Find a few other people to squad up with and go into a game and utilize everything that I mentioned in this video. Again, that's going to be eliminations, placement, and also damage to other players. So just a quick summary of what I talked about in this video, and the best way to do this is first you want to complete all the challenges that you have unlocked. You're also going to get the battle stars that are located on the map for a free tier. And then on top of that, you're also going to want to play with a full squad with high tiers and also play very aggressively to get a lot of XP. And that's essentially what it comes down to. So to get to tier 100, you literally only have to be around level 15, complete all 10 weeks of challenges, and collect all of the battle stars that I mentioned in the video. That literally doesn't take that much effort or time, but it will in fact get you up to tier 100, which is what we're focused on. Now a lot of you guys are probably wondering how to get it in one day. Now currently, as of right now, I mean, technically you could get it in one day. It's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of time that I guarantee most of you guys are not willing to put into it. But as time progresses, I say within 4 or 5 weeks, it'll be very easy to in fact get it in one day. And obviously 10 weeks from now, when all the challenges are unlocked, it'll be beyond easy to unlock tier 100 in one single day. So yes, it is very possible as of right now. However, it's going to be extremely difficult. But that's mainly going to wrap it up for today's video. Again, as I mentioned, if you would like to be notified whenever I come out with more Fortnite content like this in the future, feel free to subscribe as well as turning on post notifications. Also, if you guys want to be entered in a 1500 V-Buck giveaway, simply leave a like down below and then comment saying what like you were, and for every 1500 likes this video receives, I will be announcing a winner in some of my future videos. Anyways, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video and or found it helpful. My name is Gamertag, and I'll see you tomorrow. Adios.